Protect your DNA. BioPQQ can promote formation of new mitochondria. Infowarsstore.com.
A Southern California gas company, Gaswell, has been leaking the simple hydrocarbon known as methane at a rate of 110,000 pounds per hour since October of 2015, according to UC Davis scientist Stephen Conley. That number is roughly a quarter of the methane emissions of the entire state of California, a rate of climate pollution equal to the amount 7.5 million cars put out every day. The Methane Facility is the 5th largest in the United States and the largest in the western United States. The mountain of gas stored at California's Aliso Canyon Storage Facility is 8,000 feet deep and measures 3,000 pounds per square inch. Officials estimate it will have released 10 million tons of methane, worth at least $1 billion by the predicted end of the event in March. UC Davis scientist Stephen Conley says, to put this into perspective, the leak effectively doubles the emission rate for the entire Los Angeles basin. On a global scale, this is big.
Given our 1,500 hours of experience flying over oil and gas fields and all different types of emission sources, this one is 10 or 20 times bigger than the next largest emission source that I've ever seen.
Meanwhile, thousands have been forced from their homes and businesses, and 2 schools have been closed after residents of the city of Porter Ranch in the San Fernando Valley pleaded with the Southern California Gas Company to relocate them after many experienced nosebleeds, headaches, and nausea.
It's pretty gnarly looking is what I think of it.
I think it's terrible, and it's making a lot of people sick around here. I know that. They've got to do something about it.
California's Governor Jerry Brown didn't declare the disaster as a state of emergency until 2 months had passed. The emergency now being regarded as the BP oil spill on land. The governor had been too busy protecting a $2 million+ kickback cookie jar that he didn't even have time to visit the site, and ignored it altogether in his latest State of State address. According to the Washington Free Beacon, Kathleen Brown, the governor's sister, sits on the board of directors of Sempra Energy, the parent company of Southern California Gas. Brown serves on Sempra's corporate governance and environmental health, safety, and technology committees and received $188,300 in compensation. According to California campaign finance records, since 1992, Sempra has made over $3 million in total political contributions. Officials have currently doubled the impact zone of the methane gas leak, accelerating devastating greenhouse gas emissions into the Los Angeles area. And Reuters reported air quality regulators agreed on Wednesday to scrap a proposal to capture and burn off some of the methane spewing into the air. Typically, as a nod to his globalist criminal counterparts at Davos,
we've said, and we must deliver, that rich countries must give money for climate to developing countries, and we have to give money and to check.
Governor Jerry Brown blatantly ignores his deep involvement in the disaster while grandstanding about climate change when he declared, "Thankfully, the rest of the world has heard the message. Humankind must change the ways and radically decarbonize the economy. The Paris Climate Agreement was a breakthrough. Hypocrisy doesn't get any bigger than this." John Bound for Infowars.com.
General, what do you think about the FBI saying that there was a terror alert on Monday about a potential Fort Hood situation?
The police are shoving people, shoving Alex, shoving the crowd.
Here we go, folks. I'm being assaulted.
Whether it's the radio show, the news websites, documentary films, or the nightly news, Infowars is the tip of the spear.
Is this another false flag stage attack to take our civil liberties and put more homeland security while sticking their hands down on the pants on the streets?
It's up to us to set brush fires in the minds of men and women everywhere, and that's what PrisonPlanet.tv is designed to do.
You watch, the Assad regime is going to be blamed or accused of using chemical weapons against the so-called rebels.
What we see now is a war against reality. It's a war against the truth.
It's more vital than ever that supporters of freedom become members of PrisonPlanet.tv and share their membership with up to 11 friends and family. Visit InfoWarsNews.com today. Become a member, share your membership, and help take the InfoWar to the next level.